I've never seen a game pat themselves back so much. The entire time I watch their live stream, they talking. Oh, yeah, we the best. Call of Duty every year like death and tax. It's guaranteed. Oh snap! We on? What's going on, boys and girls? Now we've all seen this COD trailer, multiplayer reveal. You know what I mean? Now, I wanted to talk about it, give my thoughts, first impressions of seeing the game. Not a streamer to be hands on. Famous YouTuber in a couple years. Y'all know me. Y'all know me. Listen. Now, game modes that they talked about: TDM, Dom, Search. You got Control returning in KC, and a new mode called VIP Escort. Right. So, as far as seeing the gameplay, there wasn't anything groundbreaking to me, but it was different enough. The 12v12 on water, and you can jump between boat to boat. I felt like it's, especially in COD, I don't know if they have like bullet drop, and doesn't seem like it. There's no aim assist on snipers from what I'm hearing from streamers. However, I feel like those type of big maps just turn into who can snipe better. Of course, you're going to have your close range engagements, and you can keep it a little close. But I think it's going to be sniper dominated. But the gameplay wasn't bad. It didn't look bad again, but nothing groundbreaking. If you've been playing COD for like 10 years, 5 years, unless you came in the jetpack era, it's nothing new. It's probably the closest to a gritty COD that has color. So let's just talk about the things I liked first. Let's say the gunsmith, the gun bench. I think it's cool. They're doing the system a little bit different, where you can have endless attachments and still have your perks, a tactical and a lethal. I think that's cool. Momentum, where you can you're really fast when you first start sprinting, and then you slow down as you continue to sprint. I don't think that's a bad idea at all. It sounds actually pretty cool because of the fact that you can use that as like a sprint jump and do it quicker because you have more momentum and more speed. So it could be a cool gameplay mechanic. And I think all in all, it just looks okay. So let's get into the game modes as far as changes that they had for particular game modes. Domination. Larger capture zones. I feel like that was the funniest thing to emphasize. I mean, nothing wrong with that. Can't get mad at that. It is what it is. One thing that I felt took away from the players who put in the most work in any Call of Duty, had more playtimes or multiple maps, was their hardpoint change. Now they show where the hardpoints will be next. So if you used to be one of those people who, hey, yeah, man, I know exactly what's going on here. I'm doing such and such, and I know where the hardpoint's going to be at. Yeah, follow me. Everyone knows where the hardpoint's going to be at. So as far as using that experience to help you win a game better or set up better with sentry guns or whatever streaks may be in the game, that won't be there. Spy plane, and this is kind of where we shift to what I don't like. Before that, you know how in Black Ops 3 they also had the same thing on a lesser scale. You could have a suppressor that looked two different ways if you got them out of supply drops. So we've seen part of this before, but doing 6 different styles of attachments, as long as they don't just look like, oh, it's the same thing, basically, just minor this extra dot. But that could actually be a cool, aesthetically pleasing design, gameplay design. Now, am I opposed to people who, let's say, have difficulties getting kill streaks? There's no beef. I don't got an issue with you. You know who you is. If you, man, I can't get a spy plane. I had a friend who couldn't get a UAV, and that was his only job. I get it. However, the whole, everybody participates and gets rewarded. I mean, it's kind of the new, it's the new era of the world. You know what I'm saying? Participation trophies work. So you get your kill streaks, score streaks now, and no matter what you get them, you can say that the people who are better will get them more frequently and more often. But I think it takes away from the not dying part. One of the points of getting skill streaks at this point, kill streaks or score streaks was, the reward of AI chain together multiple kills, multiple objectives if it's score streaks and kills to make sure that everyone knows I run this. But now it's just a participation trophy, which isn't the worst, but not something I personally like. And this incorporates their cooldown time for kill streaks. Now kill streaks have a cooldown time because everyone can get them. So the higher the streak, the longer the cooldown. And my biggest gripe with this is it doesn't guarantee you a kill streak.
Get him.
You might get your spy plane. Let's say there's a predator missile or
get him
gun. You may get those things, but the odds of you getting your third
kill
streaks, if you can't even string together 3 kills, I just think it's highly unlikely.
Get him.
You can't string together 3 kills, let alone get 1,500
get
score.
Him.
It may be in not in TDM, not in KC most likely. The only game modes that this would benefit most would be your DOMs, your hard points, things that give you a objective score, your VIPS score if you get more for killing someone closer to the VIP. Things of that nature. So as far as it being something to better, let's say, players' experience, I think it's just a false gratification, but that's just the world we live in. On the flip side of that coin, if you're killing people and getting your streaks, or let's say you're stringing together consecutive kills without dying, you get a bonus, which means you get your score streaks quicker, which isn't bad. It's just, that's cool. It was funny because they talked about counter score streaks that will take down other score streaks, right? And if anyone played Modern Warfare 2, you know that if you had a Pavlo, it would destroy a Harrier if it was the enemy team. So to me, this isn't new. It's just something that they're kind of bringing back, and for some players who haven't experienced this, it's new to them. And that's not bad. It's like they were talking about swimming, and I'm happy they didn't try to praise swimming like it was something fantastic, because it's been in games. But the fact that Call of Duty hasn't, as a whole, kept features in games that were in previous games, such as Modern Warfare or Black Ops, kind of blows me. I think it was about 4 months ago, they posted on Twitter about how now you can finally inspect your weapon in Modern Warfare. And, you were able to inspect your weapon in all the Call of Duties before this. What took you 10 months of your next life cycle to say, hey, let's inspect the gun again? It just doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? So, to me, I'm happy they didn't praise it too much, because some features should just be in games because they've been in games before. It shouldn't be hard to... some games love doing this. Copy and paste.
Man 21.
But it shouldn't be hard to incorporate features that have been in other Call of Duties so that each Call of Duty has a certain feel. And lastly, I wanted to talk about, they said the faster you move, the more noise you make. Even if you're crouch walking, if you're moving fast, you're making more noise. And to me, this was a big issue in Modern Warfare. Because the point was that people were scared to move because anyone's sound horn could hear you from 3 miles away. They still haven't fixed the audio to this day. It's still choppy and messed up in Warzone and multiplayer. So the fact that they're saying, oh, if you move fast, you're heard more, to me, it takes away from the actual game and how people will pursue enemies. However, I will say Ninja is going to make a comeback. Yeah! It only took a couple. That was like they made a joke about the mini-map. How y'all gonna make jokes about the mini-map? But at least Ninja and the mini-map being back to regular, that's cool. All in all, my excitement for this game, if I had to rank it out of 1 to 10, is a solid 6. They haven't done anything spectacular, but from what I can tell, they're not butchering it either. It's probably going to be the most solid COD that's released. Or let's say hopefully, because, hell, we were saying the same thing about Modern Warfare, Modern Safe Space. It just, hopefully, maps are 3-lane. Their sandbox maps are, however, a sandbox. I did like that desert map. I thought it was cool. Head glitching on hills instead of head glitching in buildings. To me, Miami was the pinnacle of. That's the issue. What am I? What? Why are there 85 buildings? But beyond that, the game looking solid, and we'll find out more October 8th. I'll have any more news that comes up for Call of Duty headed your way. Took 3 bullets. Looks like fast TTK. Either way, I click and spray. Leave red paint all over the place. Enjoy your day. Come back for more. Don't make me mad before I send my men to your place. Have a good one, y'all.